Hi everyone. Let's start with our next video where I'm going to explain you how the payment integration system really works. Means what are the different kind of layers over there. So first here we are able to see there is a one user over here. Then he will send he will be able to see whatever the front end architecture where will be there as soon as a user gets authenticated, as we discussed yesterday, there is authentication part. After that, he will able to select the product, and then it will be redirected to the next page. That is a payment, and then he will able to click on the pay now options. There are different kinds of options are there. As soon as you are placing your order, then you are able to uh, get the option like pay now over there or pay later like there. If we click on pay now, then whatever the details which are related to that payment, like what kind of a method you have to use, like GPay or UPI transactions, like that, or card payment, then what kind of a card, like debit card or credit card, like that, you will get the options over there. Then that payment will be reflected over there. Then whatever the amount will be there, then what is the order ID of that, it will be getting reflected over there. Then he will be able to make that payments. Okay. Then from here, it will go to here. That is a controller layer. So what will be the controller doing over here? Like it will be the entry point, which will able to handle the HTTP request like receives the payment request. Then it will validate input like uh, is it the proper amount or proper order that converts that request into a DTO or the models. Okay, here, yes. Then it will calls the service layer. From here to here, it will getting called. So basically, what will be inside this service layer? It is nothing but a business logic. Means business logic means what type of actions we have to perform, then which code inside, what like that. All stuff is there. Then it will decide what we have to do the next, or what will happen the next step. It will verify the business rules like is the order is valid or the user is valid and that amount is credited or not. He will check that, and it will also able to check what if there is some kind of a fraud over there. Then it will check, by the service layer only. Then after that, from here it will go to the integration layer. Okay, here integration layer. It will talks with an external systems. Whatever it will sends the request to the payment gateway. Yes, and then handles the responses like is it success or failure. Sometime there may be a case like it is pending, like when user clicks on pay later option, then that payment will be pending only like that. So it will help us to convert the gateway response and returns whatever results na, to here only. Yes, like from here to here again it will go. Then there will be a repository. Repository means this layer will be there. Yes, from here to here and then again over here. Yes, so and then what repository there or DAO layer. Yes, like a database and all. It will first save whatever the transaction is, like is it a paid or success or is it a pending or failure, that kind of a data it will stores and update the order status and then store that in a gateway. Yes, and whatever the results from that or the whatever information we are getting, that it will be shown here only in a database only. Then there will be a model layer. So basically, what model layer will do now? It will be um, will help us to carry the whatever the data we have stored. Now it will be store that layer in this way. It will work, and then again, whatever the steps we have followed, then it will be again go in a reverse order. Yes. So basically, from this we are able to conclude or here first it will go to the controller layer, which will help us to handle the request. Means here that when there is one user or an end customer, we can say like that whatever the request sent by the customer or an end user, it will be come over here. So controller work is that it will handle the request. Then it will go to the service layer. Service layer is nothing but it will handle the business logic. Means inside what code, what logic we have to provide and all. Like that, it will be over here. Then integration, it will help us to here means it will be help us to communicate with the external systems. Yes. And then there will be a repository layer. So repository layer in the database, it will store whatever the data will be there, like this only. So I have mentioned here also like this it will works. Then uh, user will send yes. So like this it will work. Yeah. Then then if we want to test any kind of application, then suppose there is a one kind of a payment system over there. So there will be a two environments. First one is a test environment, and the second one is a live environment. The test environment means we just trying to check whether our code or whether our whatever the logic we have given is it right or wrong. So like that, the test environment will work. So it will be kind of a dummy transactions only. Yes, by clicking on pay now, then it will reflect some pop-up like yes, payment is succeeding or like that. So it will be called as a testing environment. Then there will be a live environment also. So in that, whatever the amount we are going to proceed with the help of a pay now option, then that amount will be getting directed from our account. So it will be kind of a live testing. Yes. Now I'm going to explain you how the approaches are there for developing a Java application. So first one is a with the help of a core Java. Then there will be a second approach with the help of a servlet or a JSP. And third one is a framework. Yes. So JSP is nothing but a Java servlet pages only. So first, I will going to explain you the core Java concept. Means whatever the development we are doing with the help of an core Java concept only. So in this now, developer will means developer will write everything from a scratch by using a core Java concept. Like here, we are not using anything which is ready-made available. Like we have to build everything from scratch and all. Then business logic will be there. Then whatever the data handling, request response, everything will be done by the user by himself only. So he will not take any kind of a help from a ready-made available tool like that only. So for this, whatever time will be required, na, it will be more as compared to the others. Okay. And also we can say that whatever the money and whatever the hard work will be required for this concept will be more as compared to the others. So this method is not recommended, as well as like with the help of this core Java concept, we are only able to build the standalone application. So everything will be done on a one page only. Yeah. So redirection and all will not be there like that. In that, um, on that we will use that core Java concept. Yes, yeah, yes. For that, efforts required are more, and then maintenance we have to. It is being more complex. Then the next step is servlet. The next approach will be the servlet or a JSP. Here we are using servlets or a JSP. JSP is nothing but a Java servlet pages. So it will provide you the ready-made features like handling the HTTP request or the responses or web page rendering is also there. So here we will, but here we are using some kind of a ready-made code. So for this time required will be less as compared to the first one, as well as for this the faster development will happen over there. But again, we are not mainly rely on this as it gives some kind of a code, a ready-made code, but it is not a full-fledged. Like we are like the manual setup we have to done by ourselves only. Then maintenance is also there. So we will also not going to use this. Then third one is a framework. So we are using this framework only. So basically, in this what now there are kind of ready-made code is available over there, and in that business logic we are using that is also ready-made. So the libraries, dependencies, all are ready-made available. Just we have to think about the logic, what we have to do, and what kind of output we needed from that we have to decide. So we mostly use this kind of approach only, and mostly we use this only. Then and whatever the development will be coincide done with the help of this will be faster as compared to the previous ones, as well as the it is easy to maintain because we know how they are going to redirect from one to another. Like these approaches are there for development of different types of a Java application. Now we will see the further part of a frameworks. As we are going to use this framework, there are different approaches for using this different types of applications we can build with the help of this framework. So let's start with that. So first one will be the MVC application. So what will be the MVC? So MVC is nothing but a model view controller. In this type of a web application, with the help of an UI, okay, and with the help of a backend, we are going to build this type of applications, and they are being tightly connected with each other. As shown in the figure, the user will send some kind of a request over here. So it will go to the controller layer. Then controller will do some processing. Means like the controller will send that to the further over here. So this will be the service for business logic. We will going to write over here. Okay. So then again, it will go means inside what we have to write, what kind of a code it will be going to mention on here. And after that business logic, it will go to the database layer. Yes, so here we are going to save the different kind of a data which we receive from the use like that only. Yeah. So here the UI as means the front end as well as the back end will be done with the help of an MVC architecture. MVC is nothing but a model view controller tool. Yes. Then this type of approaches are used in different websites building like Amazon, Flipkart, means just like in e-commerce websites like that. We are using this kind of approach. The second one approach will be the microservices applications. As we discussed earlier also, here like large kind of applications are being split into smaller kind of we can say smaller kind of applications or the services. Okay, so like that here it will be working. So whatever the services are there, na, they are mostly independent or they are not dependent, or we can say they are independent of each other. Yes. Then there we will going to use Hibernate as well as JPA with the help of a database also. So instead of using Java objects, we will going to use this. Yes. Then there will be a this kind of applications we are going to use in a Swiggy or a Zomato, like in ordering type of applications, we are going to use this. Yes. Yeah. So this much only, and then we will go for the third one approach, which is nothing but the ORM. So what is ORM? So ORM is basically na object relational mapping. Yes, object relational mapping application. So this kind of a approach will be mostly used in banking applications. It will do na whatever the Java objects na, it will be automatically map that with the help of an database tables. Yes. So here there is one user. Then whatever the logic of that code, it will be going on here in a JPA. Yes. JPA is what now? Yes. JPA is nothing but a Java persistent API. Yes. Then when we will go or click on some kind of a button, then it will be storing that data, or when we are doing some kind of a transactions like credit payment or a debit payment. And if we insert the card over there, then if we click on a credit payment, okay. So we are doing that for taking we are doing if we want to withdraw some kind of a money, then we will click on that. Then whatever the payment will be come come to us, na, that payment will be getting minus of that payment will be getting deducted from the account. So that data will be uh, directly storing in a database. Yeah, and then here. So in most of the banking applications, we are using this type of application. As here we want a faster execution, so it should there should not be case like one there are two-person. One person is uh, trying to credit some amount, and some person is trying to debit that account. So up to that time, na, there will be a kind of a lock system will be there. So both means it will be in milliseconds only. So whatever and up to that time, na, it will be getting locked. Like it should not be happen like one person has debited some account, but it not getting stored in the some um, in other person account, like that. It should not be happen over there. So in that case, we are using a ORM bus application. There will be a locking type of a system will be there, like this only. So the payment has been deducted from one person's account now, then it should be getting stored into some other person account. Like he is transferring that money from a one account to the another account. So at that time, it should be happen. It should not be like that. The money is deducted and the other person is not getting that money. This case should not be happen over there. Like that, it should be work. So it mostly used in a banking application like in SDFC or ICICI or State Bank. Any multiple banks are also there. So in that case, we are using this type of applications. Then there will be a Zenai based application. So Chandaya is like a ChatGPT or a Google Assistant, like that. So user is trying to uh, pull, user is trying to give some request, or who is trying to give some kind of order to the app, that I want some kind of data, or I want some answer from that, then it will come over here. Then some processing will be happening over there. And as we know, this will be the request, or this will be the request, and this will again going to the request. So whatever the response we are getting from here, then it will be going to the whosoever requested for that data, it will be again go to the their one. So we can call it as a response only, like this. Yeah. So we are using in most probably we are using this kind of a applications in today's world. Then the next one will be the reactive type of application. This one. Then here what we'll do now, there will be a no server type of a management will be there, like stock market in a stock market applications. Yes, then live chat apps, we are using this type of a application, like in real time application. So there will be a kind of a data will be stored over there. Yes, in case of an YouTube, for example, in case of an live stream with the help of an with the YouTube, whatever live chat will be loading over there, it will be not stored in the comment section. Yes. So in that way, we are using a reactive type of application. Then there will be a serverless. Then this the next part will be the serverless type of a application. Yes, this one. So serverless means what we can show that, serverless is like AWS Lambda type of a applications. Like when we have to process, like we have to process the large amount of data at a scheduled time. Yeah, so at that time we have to use this type of applications. Then AWS Lambda best type of applications. In that we can also use this. Then, as we all know that in the multiple MNCs, there is a large number of employees are there. So, so every time it is not possible now that we have to load that data daily on a daily basis. There may be a case that it may fail, and it may have some kind of uh, uh, time. It will take more time like that. There may be case. So at that time we don't have to rely on this type of application. So we will schedule some kind of a time for that. So at that time, at the scheduled time, it will be going to work. Yes. So this we are using this type of applications, serverless application. Yes. Then there will be a batch processing type of application. Then in that, like in that we can say that salary processing system or a report generation. So whatever it is going to do now, it will be getting processed every time every time on a every scheduled time. Yes, there will be no kind of a human interaction will be there. That job is getting run every day on that time only. For the salary processing, then you can say for the report generation, then payroll system, we are using this kind of a data. So there may be a case there are millions of people working in some MNC, and there may be a case like at the time of a salary, there may be a case that uh, that person not able to do the payment. For it is not possible now that every time you have to do it manually one by one. So it is not possible. It will take more time as compared to scheduling job. Yeah? So at that time, you will go with the help of an batch processing application like this. So from here, now, we are able to know that with the help of an MVC application, we are able to build the MVC web applications. Then with the help of an microservice, uh, we are able to get on large scalable applications. Then there is a ORM. So ORM is nothing but object relational mapping. Then there will be a GenAI type of application. So which is basically the which will be the basically we can say it is a AI based application. Then there will be a reactive type of a application which is nothing but a real time applications. Then there will be a serverless. Serverless means there will be a no need of an server management will be there. And then there will be a batch type of applications like it will be a bulk type of a processing. Like that, we can say this type of applications will be there. Then now we will just going to discuss some more thing about something more about this payment integration system. So there are basically three layers. So first one is a payment validation service, payment processing service, and third one is a Stripe payment provider. So first we will start with the payment validation service. What now? Inside a payment validation service, it is first trying to validate that user means the user has put the same username as well as a email ID. And if that user is not existing, it will going to check in a database whether that is an existing user or not. Then it will go and check is it the valid user or not. If that user is not valid or it is not able to get that user with the help of that name as well as with the email ID or with the phone number, he is not able to get that is it the same user or not, then it will not authenticate that user and it will say that you have to register, do the registration again. Okay, like that it will be there. So we can say that it is a payment validation service. Then there will be a payment processing service. So inside that, what will happen now? So after it get validated, it will go over here. So here it will be the payment processing service. Here basically it will do the payment management. Yes. From validation from here, it will check it is a valid user or not. Then it will go on here. So for payment processing request for payment processing service, it will take some kind of a user click on a pay now button, then it will take the details of that from a user like what kind of a card or what kind of a payment you have to do, like do you have to do the Google payment or you have to do it with a card or if there is a card type of a payment, then what kind of a card, like there may be a Amazon card or there may be a credit card or debit card, then it will take that kind of information from a user. Then it will be found as a payment service provider. Then there will be a Stripe provider system. So basically, what Stripe provider service do now? It will integrate that with the Stripe system. Yeah, yes, yeah, and any communication and to communication with the Stripe will be happen in the microservices. Like that, it will work. Yes.